Hello, what's up mga pards? Nandito na naman tayo sa isang lugar for the new episode of Taraki Talks. And I'm your pards, Tego.
And I am your pards, Kent.
Yan, para naman sa bagong episode, marami na naman tayong pag-uusapan. So, introduce mo na yung bago natin kasama ngayon.
Bago?
Actually, yung Taraki side ng ating guest ngayong hapon, mix nga iso na. Iso nga dahil iso na ijay amin nga discipline side.
Oh.
Basta upload na tayo DJ, bayo note na katadamot lang ngay tibat may karate part na. O, di ba? Ayun, so without further delay, I would like to introduce muna our guest for this afternoon. So, our guest is a revenue optimizer specialist, advocate of the 17 global goals, local skills development director of JCI. JCI is Junior Chamber International, and also a content specialist, business development consultant, project and event specialist, and a chairperson, faculty member at Colegio de San Juan, Letran, Calamba, Laguna. Alright. So yung major projects niya here when he was still here sa atin, sa La Trinidad, ito yung mga, tama ba? Tattoo and bike competition, Bulaklak Rock, Panagbanga, Kaseda, and Strawberry Festival, Miss Baguio, mga ganun na events ang kanyang pinupuntahan or ino-organize. And then also a senior marketing consultant, Australian Visa Consultancy and Services, and has a master's degree in business administration. Kalain mo yun? Alright, and when he was studying pa sa school, part din siya ng debate team ng university, ng isang university. Ayan. And for voluntary work, he is the president, Communicators Assistance, Radio Communicators Assistance Group, and of course the JCI, which nabanggit ko na kanina. Alright, so let us all welcome ang ating guest for this afternoon, Mr. Nic Satur Jr.
Hello.
Sir.
Good afternoon. Bag kinyayo amin, those who are watching all over the world. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Good afternoon. Yes.
Kumusta ka nga, sir?
Ayaw sakbet, kastoy lata, cute lata, gwapo. Si Kakay, kumusta kay? Ay, kasjay. Tawan ti gurot nga pangit, isong amin nga gurot kat gwapo. But anyway, no, kidding aside, thank you very much for inviting me here. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share and to have a coffee with you guys. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. It's an honor din na ma-interview ka namin, sir, sa aming Taraki TV.
Taraki TV.
Yes. So maraming salamat, sir, no? At pag-usapan naman natin kasi narinig ko kanina, you're more of like event organizer before.
Yes,
Here in
yes.
Baguio. Tapos naging national coordinator of Corriente.org
Yes.
in Manila. Ay, thank you,
Salamat.
Ayan. So,
Mayat.
before we go sa Corriente.org, pag-usapan naman natin paano tayo napunta sa mga pagiging event organizers.
Ayun, no? Oo. Dito, I am actually a fan of music, whether that's country, rock, reggae.
Yeah.
JD, awan nga iti pagbayad ko ngayon umunag iti concert. So I decided, why not be an organizer of the concert itself?
Wow.
Di ba? Libre ka na. Di ba? Si kapay ti bayadan da. Di ba? So rimorti kinataraki tayo niya nga ron ngay ti puhunan tayo lang met kudya kinagwapo tayo kudya laing tayo nga makipag-communicate. So I had communicated myself to the different radio stations. I have communicated with different event organizers as well in Manila, Pangasinan, more on Dagupan actually.
You've reached until Pangasinan?
Oh yes, of course, because if you're from Benguet or Baguio,
yes.
no one will actually tap you unless you sell yourself to other organizations.
Exactly.
So, what I did is, imagine mo, event organizer, kakupay nga mo. Di ba? I don't even know how to organize an event. All I know is how to have fun in an event.
Right.
So having that as my capital, knowing what people entering events, concerts, niya ti kayat da. So that's iso ti puhunan niya no sarko. Iso ti kayat ko idi, ti kayat da idi. So dapat nag-organize ako sa nga event, dapat ganito rin kasaya. Na hanso na nga nangina, reasonable ang price, hindi naman pwedeng mura, hindi pwedeng cheap. It needs to be reasonable price, di ba? Tapno taraki tayo amin. So yes, I started from there. Some of my major projects were the product launching ng Lucky Me Nam Nam. We were top, no? Yan, kasama namin sila Luis Manzano, no, sila Billy, no, sila Bong Navarro, di ba? Yan yung mga endorsers ng Lucky Me Nam Nam Boys eh. Sila yung Nam Nam Boys, di ba? Yun. Akala nila ako lang yung ampon pag magkakasama kami. Di nga ron, gwapo da ngagpay sungom, taraki tayo mat. Di ba? Antayo nga gwapo nga, nga ron, taraki lang mo tintad nga po, Diyos kinya tayo. Kidding aside, no, that was my life. I started events when I was in college. It's also where I got some of my tuition fee in the events, and at the same time,
grabe.
friends.
Sorry to cut, pero so you were still a student during that time?
Oh yes, I was still in college, you know. And for me, I believe that education takes time,
Yeah.
and that's the reason that I took my college for 7 years.
Naman.
But yeah, syempre, we had our good times when we were in college. I was not really a perfect A student, but in my college years, diba, I was so active iti dagitoy school organizations. I was the president of marketing ditoy UC, no, for 3 years. Actually kat madikon ngam ipilpilit da garud nga sikalata sige, diba? So after 3 years, I believe that as a leader, one of the evaluation that you are a good leader is when you can create a successor. So after me, uray no niya tipilit da ko na kustumutan taba ka madamdamakat madikon nga graduate, diba? Baka kahit kung ag 10 years ijay di ba? So nga from there, I passed on the baton and molded someone in lieu of me. But yan, ito ti aramidok niya, nag-lead kami ti rally. You know? So I am very active when it comes to organizations, no, when it comes to groups. I'm siguro because I'm an introvert, and me being part of a group, me socializing with people, no, develops yung weaknesses ko. Ibaluyak ka ron. Shy bango. Oh, di ba? Shy bango. Shy bango ti ibaloy. And
speaking of that, we would like to know din yung specific challenges that you have encountered during the event organization.
Yes. Marami, no. We have encountered a lot, no. From financial, no, down to physical fights, no, kasi krak-krakan diba? Imagine mo, bulak-lakrak, no? There are a lot of challenges really, but yung para sa akin, I think one of the most challenging moments was when my group started to monetizing everything.
Okay.
When we started to monetizing everything, then adu ngayon ngay tikwa ti sumalsalin ngay nagadon ni apay nga da kami dapat kastoy, because for me, I do believe in family. I do believe in relationships, no. I believe that more than money, we need to take care of relationships, no. This is one thing that I have proven with my young age of 21. Tata nga 21 ako. Yun ko na karon when we were young. We have a lot of mistakes sa dumuti aramid tayo nga we are not proud of, no. That's how we learn, and adumot tirigat mot nga napalpalabas nga. There were some people nga naaramidan tayo timadi, no. There are also some people that we have helped, no. And adamot di dumamot nga we broke their heart. But there are also some who broke ours, you know. It's devastating, but you know, that's life. No, that's the mistakes that happens when we are young. Isa sa pinakamahirap kasi, no, mga kapatid, is that we had a broken family, so my dad was not actually there to guide me in all throughout. Nasabihin na, oy, mali yan, di ba? So it's like what happened to us is we discovered the world all by ourselves. Diba? With my friends, I was actually the youngest, and one of the close group friends that I am with, siyak kaubingan.
Wow.
You know, so imagine mo during that time I was like 17 and they were like around 29, 28, no? Some are even older. No? So makita mo yung JJ mind setting is totally different.
Yes.
Yeah. But those are quite the challenges that happened, and di ko na karon idikat. I am not that fluent in speaking in English. Now, when maki-meeting tayo ti directors or event organizers, especially hailing from Manila, when you have a good diction, good pronunciation, ay sika nga dagos ti alanda. Di ba? So, dagitoy nga challenges. These challenges were actually inspiration for me to grow my craft. No? And
So you develop.
yes, tayo ko nadang word kat. Yahay nga ron. Deta lang mo ti mabalin tayo, wag balin nga taraki. Kasi
skill yun
it's actually a skill, no? It's actually a skill.
Tsaka pansin ko lang, parts, mostly nang na-interview natin, they are more concentrated on the skills, di ba? And it's not about finishing a certain degree.
Oh, yes,
It's
yes.
more of the skills that you have.
Sayang naman yung pinag-aralan tagal pa if you will not work it out.
Yes, tama. No.
Pero,
Galing,
aside from event organizing also, sir, naging faculty ka rin.
Oo. No.
And that was far.
And-
sa Kalamba pa.
Turning
That's-
point ba yun ng career?
Yes, on one point we could say that it's turning point. Kasi isa rin ako sa mga teacher's enemy number 1. Di ba? And then it's an irony that being a teacher's enemy number 1 magiging professor ka. Di ba? So dagay siya kalokwan nga aramidang idi. Mabuto nga kay baka ramidan mo't naging estudyante. Di ba? So yeah, it's quite funny. Jay,
Shoutout sa mga teachers.
shout out sa mga co-faculty ko dyan, no? Shout out sa mga estudyante na mahilig mangopya na hindi nahuhuli. Yan. Kasi nung natiliw ka, awan taraki makapoy. Kunana. Naspak ka. Yan. But, you know, digger nga. Amumnog cheat kami di. Tapos boy sayak pa eh. Diba? Ang dagita boy sayak na lalaing dagita nga. Kunada nga, they are very resourceful. Diba? So, pagiging boy saying and going to become college, imagine mo 7 years active college. Tapos bigla nga nagbalik ka nga teacher. After nga sikat pasaway. Diba? Yan. So nga dagita, yes, it was a turning point in my life because I need to present myself as a teacher. Imagine yourself with me having long hair, dreadlocks, diba? Tattoos and everything. Yes.
You had that hair before.
Yes,
Dreadlocks.
yes.
Ay, wow.
Ang buhok ko nun hanggang sa puwet ko,
Ay, wow.
di ba? So nga nung mapano ko dyan Manila, kunada kinyak. Igurot ba yun? Oo, kunada. Kaya palang may buntot. Yan. Jay. So ay nga no mapapana ko dyan Manila idi. Baka totoo bang may buntot ang mga igurot? Sabi ko, oo, meron. Sabi ko, mahaba at mataba ang buntot nila. Sabi ko, pero hindi ko pwedeng ipakita sa inyo kasi nasa harap.
Special lang.
Yeah. But you know, shifting from event organizer to being a teacher was actually fun. It was challenging and ironic. Di ko nakaroon. Siguro the reason why I shifted is because the love and passion for teaching and education was with me even when I was still a student. Kasi as an event organizer, even as a president of the Junior Marketing Executive Siding Ikat, surok ngay. No? Numanhang ko nga amo nga isurok kinyam, I can get someone who will train you in what you want. So, siyak nagrugi dagitoy kwa JUC, dagitoy review iti UC. Tada ti teacher mi nga idi nga nagrigat. Dati teacher mi di nga nagrigat ti subject na. Yeah, at idog barbas na puno tato iso dati kalalayngan mo tiban nga professor mi JUC nya when it comes to marketing adungod mo magbagsak. So, siyak ti may isa nga nagarami jay program, ijay nga gabay. So, no sino dagiti marigrigatan diti studies na, nag-assign kami ti basit nga room in the office. And then, dagiti nalalaing but nga kakadwa tayo, iso dati agsuro ti students. As jay. So, education and teaching really is close to my heart even before I ventured into the academy. Yan.
Ayun, so I'm pretty sure naman that a lot of students really marami silang natutunan kay sir.
Of course,
Not
yeah.
only about academics but life lessons din, right?
There's
Yeah.
always a means to help other people as well, even if you're still a student.
Exactly.
Yes, of course. Oh.
Grabe, sir.
And Jeko nakarod, how can you say that you were a good teacher? Diba? What was the basis? My students right now are actually better than me. Nalalaing dang isunang siyak. Because if my students, no nalalaing aklat na nag-graduate dan kat nalalaing aklat ta, yung isuda, kaya't nasawan, I did not teach them well. Diba? Kasi imagine mo, siyak kat manulang teachers ko, tapos isuda, naging teacher dak, adupay sa Bali. So, as a matter of fact, when you are a teacher, the basis that you are actually a good teacher, when someone becomes better than you, when a student becomes better than you, and you can say na, naisurok ti amin nga muk kinya na. Di ba?
So was that one of the reason nga nagkaroon naman tayo ng events and training
Yes.
center?
Satur Solutions. It's
Sabi nga
actually-
ni Sir kanina, lahat ng problema natin
May solusyon.
solusyon.
Ayan. Oo.
So pag-usapan natin yun, sir.
Ayan.
Sa bayo.
Lahat ng problema, merong solusyon. Di ba? Pwedeng gawan ng paraan. Di ba? Kung iniwan ka ng jowa mo, anak ko, punta ka sa amin, merong solusyon. Di ba? Kung niloloko ka ng jowa mo, yan, hanapin mo si Kurt.
Sino yung
Ayan.
tawagan natin?
Tawagan natin si Sir Kurt. Yan. Siya yung love guru ng La Trinidad.
Natagpuan ka sa
Yes, okay. Makikita mo yung kanyang mga vlogs no, sa Facebook. Makikita mo yung kanilang mga contents. But yes, the training company came in life in 2015.
Oh.
No? The reason was that aside from the academe,
Yes, sir.
people were reaching out to us coming from the corporate world. Diba? No teacher ka, nga alanda ka nga trainer, singir mo lang akat, no manula ka di sweldo, di ba? And believe you me, for 1-2 hours of training, tibayadan na kinyam kat di sweldo mga teacher, ti may nga bulan.
Wow.
No?
Ayun.
So, nagkanak the idea because there are a lot of corporations that are actually getting us to be their trainers, especially when it comes to sales and marketing, business development, training their manpower when it comes to customer service, data. So, because of that, I had an idea nga yarami doon tayo langan nga legit nga business. Siyempre, tayo nga taraki. Tayo nga kataraki, tayo ay law-abiding citizens. Nga kasapulan, registered ti business tayo. Kasjay. So nga, in pasok ko, we created that and adong mati events tayo from bike run, we created seminars for students. We went as far as Batangas, Laguna, Rizal. Dagita ti ararami doon tayo nga events.
Such a great businessman. Naman kaya naman tayo napunta sa pagiging director rin ng JCI.
Yes.
Makati specifically.
Yes. I'm from JCI Makati. Idi damo ko na niya ba data JCI nga data? JCI nga data niya. JCI nga arami doon yo. Pati siya, di na mo, kumadlang mo. Di mo kay kat JCI kat Jesus Christ International. Kaya nga, ay niya JCI kat Jesus Christ International sama data. Tapos, in-invite dak. Nagnervyosak. Tati ko na nakinyak, Nick, may oras ka ba? Tara, coffee tayo. Ay, ko nakikat, Nick. Narigat baka numalpas nga maki-coffee kat. Power! Kung kuna na yun. Sinong gustong yumaman? Nagigakastangan mo. But I was happily invited and idi Munagak Junior Chamber International is a non-government organization. It's a leadership organization that recruits the youth and people, individuals from 18 years old to 40 years old. Okay? And ito'y group tayo nga day, we hone the leadership skills of these individuals, and at the same time, the result of the leadership is makatulong tayo with the communities.
I see.
Yan. The JCI community is not a charity community. Han kami nga jay agpapa-feeding program lang, han kami nga jay agit itad lang ti bagas, agit itad lang ti badoy tinapuran. No, those things that we are doing, dagitoy oplan kaagapay, kan dagitoy volunteer groups nga volunteerism nga aramidan mi, dagitoy itad mi iti community. Yeah. These are the result of being a leadership organization. Okay, so paminsan nga hindi tayo aramidon ti JCI. Ag-donate dagita ti kwa. When, oh yes. So we are not really a donation organization. We are a leadership organization. Because for example, kaslay dagiti farmers tayo piman diti strawberry farm, di ba? Idi napalabas nga bagyo, nya kadi nga bagyo din. Maring. Idi bagyo nga maring, adumot piman tinapiktahan nga farmers tayo dita. So tayo, naramid tayo, we coordinated with the other JCI chapters, nag-ala tayo ti tulong nga magapukinyada, and intad tayo kinagito'y farmers tayo. Diba? But, ay na nga'y pagpasukan na dyan leadership organization. Dyan leadership organization, imo nag-isuna ijay me as a person, and the other nga chairperson, dagiti nga tattao nga nagbuo, we coordinated with the farmers, that's number one. We coordinated with the LGU, that's number two. We find other chapters who would provide us help, resources, solicitation. So, nung makita mo dito niya, yes, timulong kami, there was planning, there was leading, controlling, no? And, that's the leadership part. Nada kami nga nang buo, we learned from that experience. Diba? Imagine,
organized.
Yes. Organized, talk to people, diba? Kinyata yung nga nababa nga tao, tapos bigla ka tungtong no ni Mayor, diba?
Tracy, speaking, pero in the way you were awarded as the best trainer for that. This year, 2021, in Metro Manila.
Yes, I was awarded as the best trainer for the whole Metro Manila Area 2, no? Area 2 JCI. So, kunada garod nga ni, congratulations na nga ba ka? Sumbat ko mga dati mo't nga mo ka. We were fortunate enough na in-award mo piman ni Apo kinyatayo. We were fortunate that the good Lord has actually allowed me to become the best trainer. Imagine someone from Benguet, someone from Banangan Sablan and Camfor La Trinidad Benguet, di ba? Yes, of course. Diba? Igurot, di ba? I think if I'm not mistaken, since 1960s, I am the first Igurot to win that award.
Wow.
And may sakay, I'm actually very, very proud to say that I am an Igurot.
Yes.
That's one thing that is very, very close to me, and I'm very passionate in telling people that I am a Cordilleran.
Right.
And I'm not ashamed to say that Ibaloyak mango. Shout out kinyayo amin nga Ibaloy dita. Yan. Jay crush ko taga Paikak. Ay.
Pero not currently, no. So as part of that nga director ka rin ng JCI, you were also the national coordinator
of an NGO.
Yes.
Corriente.org.
Yes. Tell us about Corriente.org.
Corriente.org is a consumer welfare organization. No, we help educate people when it comes to electricity and energy issues. No, at the same time, one of our mission is to actually create an avenue for consumer participation when it comes to electricity and energy issues.
Okay.
The problem in the energy sector is that it is so technical that when you go to technical, no, people tend to say, aha, makapasadot, di ba? But for Corriente.org, what we do right now is to unpack these issues, to simplify this and explain it to the public. No, right now the hottest issue here in Benguet is the takeover of NEA to Bineco and vice versa. And for us, We don't take sides, but our role as a consumer welfare organization is to actually educate the consumers. You know, why it happened, you know, how to compute their electricity bill. Lukluk-kundakan ba? Dagitoy when, di ba? Exactly.
May simplify namin.
Yes,
Because
and
really, hanga cooperate the community, no, they don't really understand what's happening.
exactly. When there is something complex,
Right.
people tend to have disinterest. Di ba? Nakano, magbaga na nito. Aha! Di ba?
Math to ba?
Yung takot din mangan. Di ba? Takot din mangan. But yes, this is one thing that I do, but all through my career life, no, you could see that one thing they have in common is education. You know, it's education. And I'm also an advocate for UNSDG, or the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, no, for these 17 global goals na tinatawag natin.
Sa STS natin.
Yes. Dungord mga ibagbaga nga, apay kuma nga ang kakit di bakyal alam dita climate change dita. Why? Well, in fact, you can just do your own business, have profit, no. Siguro the reason is that it's not really for me, you know. It's not for me, it's for my kids. No.
So this
Future.
is,
Yes.
yun nga ang tanong ko kung ano yung motivation mo for doing event organizing, doing directing sa mga NGOs, no? And you have been leading powerfully. Paning talaga sa dami mo nagagawa.
Grabe naman yung powerfully, di ba?
Kasing nagagawa with your leadership, I should say. So, ano yung mga driving force or motivation mo para dito, sir?
My driving force, of course, is family. You know, family, kids. Sometimes natingordi ka na yung damdamagan na niya, do you really need a driving force? If you don't have any driving force, then you tend to be stagnant.
Yes.
You know, it's a matter really of whether what's driving me, but what I want in the future, and what I want in the future, and what I want to give in the future is for my kids and for the other youth, no, to have a better life. Di ko nakarod, luko-luko tayo nga nabayag, you know, and I am trying to change my ways, and right now I want to be an inspiration as well to the other youth that are out there. You know, with the generation right now, there are a lot of talents, no, but the problem is their energy are being pointed out to different directions. So right now I'm living my life, and I hope that I could inspire and motivate the youth, no, da kayo magbibuyata po. I hope that I could inspire you, motivate you to become better. And who knows, maybe my daughter will become your student. And I would want you to teach my daughter the proper education that you have learned from me. So, datayo nga manmanong, di ba? Datayo nga manmanong, trabaho tayo nga surwan dagito yun ading. Tayo dikat ni Manong ko, kung nakita ka, apay kami netang Milo tin inumom, daytoy tibir. So, you know, we'll try to be the better kuyas, the better manmanongs, kinagito yung ading tayo. And yeah, like na kayo, it's your skill to become vloggers. Maybe you could also teach them to create contents. Contents about culture. Diba? Yun. So, yun naman yung one.
So, thank you so much for that, sir. Ang dami nang natutunan ng mga kaparts natin na nanonood ngayon sa Taraki Talks. And for now, one thing is we have a challenge here.
No,
Yes.
yung game natin.
5 words ba?
Oh, pero meron siyang initial game.
Oh.
Ano to, sir?
Puto, ay! Photocopy, ay!
So, alam niya. Sorry. Sad for me.
Ako na eh.
Nag-prepare pa siya. Nag-practice kanina.
Day tangarujek ko na dang hanga mabaling nga nalalayng ti ading ng manong.
Ayun, photocopy yun na. Anyway, sir. So ito na yung ating 5 words. Ang first word na tatanungin natin kay sir ay responsibility. What would be equated to responsibility, sir?
Equated, a word.
Yes, sir.
Responsibility, leadership.
Leadership.
Second one is accountability.
Accountability. No. Can I use the same word? Leader. No.
Leader. Alright.
Leadership and leader. Sorry, no explanations, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, and the third word, what? No.
Word.
Word pala. Ano ba yan? Family, sir. Family.
Family.
Yes, sir.
Treasure.
Treasure ang family. Alright?
Fourth one is richness.
Richness. Character.
Character. And lastly, ang lagi nating tinatanong, ang word na taraki.
Taraki.
Yes, sir.
Nic Satur Jr. Ay!
Kasi yun eh. Diba? Thank you very much, sir, for the insights. It was really very comprehensive, di ba? Lahat ng information na makukuha natin kay sir na-discuss niya sa ating talk this afternoon.
Ayun.
Maraming salamat, sir, no? Baka gusto niyo i-plug din yung mga future activities natin.
Right.
Sa December or January.
Yes. To all our viewers right now from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, gasom niya. Ti aming ataraki nga data, ako po ang pumalit kay Cardo Dalisay. No. Kidding aside, please, if those who want to be part of a leadership organization, we do have a lot of chapters all over the world. Here in Junior Chamber International, you could just look up whatever chapter is the nearest in your place. Aside from that, being the national coordinator of Corriente.org, I would like to encourage everybody to be vigilant and to become an active citizen when it comes to the energy sector. All right? So we hope that we could hear you. Please watch our Ikapihan show and as well as our podcasts that are coming up. You just search it, Corriente.org. You can find us in YouTube, in Instagram, and in our Facebook pages there. And aside from that, please find Mr. Kurt Sebio. Mamimigay daw po ng mga Gcash in a while. Alright, so search nyo po sa Facebook, message nyo po, and kunin nyo yung Gcash nyo. Alright, thank you. Good afternoon, guys. Thank you very much for
sir.
having me
Thank you, sir,
here.
so much.
Thank you.
Once again, that's Corriente.org. Alright. With a capital letter or small
Well,
letter?
with a capital K, Corriente.org. Okay, I am Nic Satur Jr., proud Ibaloy, hailing from Camfor, La Trinidad, Benguet, and Banangan, Sablan.
And
So,
yung cash ni sir?
yes.
Taga-Paiko.
Taga Kamangan. All right. Thank you very much for having me here. And again, I hope that we could have more of the discussions. I would love to hear and watch also some of your other people that you have interviewed. Amok nga iti gurut kat ado ti taraki. Jedaduman no nasubrahan ti taraki dag baling nga wulwul. So nga sakto-sakto lang ti taraki tayo tapno gwapo tayo. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
And
Alright.
that has been the
Taraki
Taraki
Talks. And
I'm your parts to go.
I'm your parts Kent.
See you on the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.